hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? Big Porky here, the voice of hardcore boxing, and I hope you've subscribed as well, or I'll be coming to pay you a visit.
I hope everybody enjoys this video. A lot of people have been asking me, oh, can you get that on your channel? Yeah, I've arranged for it to be out there for you all to watch. I look a bit stupid though, don't want to play basketball when I'm 20 odd stone, but hey ho, so watch this video to end and let me know what you think. Leave a comment in comment section. Go on, peace out. Big shout out Scott Brunt and Chris, hope you well chaps. Pop pop bang!
In a sport as brutal, unforgiving,
Not down on your feet.
and political as boxing,
We're really excited about the future.
few voices dare to challenge the establishment,
It's worked.
to speak truth fearlessly, even when it hurts.
I don't think anyone's gonna fix boxing.
But there's one man, one voice
Pop, pop, bang!
that echoes louder and unwavering than the rest.
I look fat as a pig, literally, man.
Passionate,
Die! 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 Die!
philosophical,
Beans on toast!
ready to ask the real questions.
Latvia, is that a country, yeah?
Who exactly is this enigmatic figure
Big John Fury, big fighting man.
behind one of YouTube's most uncompromising boxing channels?
How much more can I take of this? Fuck you. I'm glad you got beat.
I am as game as a Yankee Kong. Cancelling all streams when I'm in the middle of watching the bastard.
But you do look like a marshmallow.
Where's DY?
Porky's Corner.
Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport.
Meet boxing's most hardcore fan, Russell, aka Porky, boxing's biggest motor mouth.
Off with their heads.
Porky carved out a niche by confronting boxing's most powerful figures,
I'm gonna pipe up and correct you.
calling out corruption and relentlessly championing raw, unfiltered truth.
Raw, tough, rugged, durable, all action, compelling.
But why exactly has this channel made such a splash within the boxing fraternity and resonated so powerfully with hardcore boxing fans? Well, first, we must rewind all the way back to 2017, when Russell initially started the channel as a means of helping friend and fellow boxing promoter, Dennis Hobson.
Women love him, men want to be him.
The inception of the channel centered around the Porky and Hobson partnership, with Hobson employing Porky's brash and boisterous approach to ultimately garner more exposure and ticket sales for his shows. His earliest uploads consisted of interviews with British prospects and trainers, with Porky giving his audience a glimpse behind the curtain as to what grassroots to world stage boxing is really like. He quickly became notorious for his brutal honesty,
How can that be pay-per-view?
controversial humour, and punk rock anti-establishment stance.
Me and Dennis argue like cat and dog. We fall out every week. I'm not one of them people that's going to be a yes man. I don't have people speak to me in a certain manner.
Phone calls complaining from those in the boxing community in regards to being put on blast would be a regular occurrence for Dennis,
We've had 507 complaints.
which in time was one of the leading factors in the Porky and Hobson coalition coming to an end.
That's life, innit? People can say, you're jealous, you're a hater! Porky, you're a hater! You're a hater! Porky, you're a hater! It's one of them things, innit, I suppose. They're not going to give me a chance, are they? They're not going to give me a chance at all. Good, if you've got a problem with me, go and do something like what I'm doing. Give an opinion in boxing and then try and help people. I give kids exposure who are novices, but go do something in boxing. I love boxing. If I can go have a little, do things in boxing that help people, I have good esteem about myself. Like I go down to Mick Wales gym and I come out there and I really feel good about myself. It's good for cleansing the soul, because obviously, you know, I used to be a bit of a bad seed years ago, but I love boxing, and probably boxing's probably saved my life. But Porky, you're a hater. You're a hater. A message to anybody who's got a problem with my videos. If you've got a problem, don't watch them. Don't watch them. The people that watch them, who I want to see them, are the people who I class as my peers. People who are boxers, trainers, managers, promoters, matchmakers. Them will ring ding-a-ling bell. I want the true hardcore fans to watch them. I don't want any of you casuals watching my videos. If you don't watch them, I'm not bothered.
With exhaust hanging off!
Whether I get 10 million views like Dave Allen got for putting them socks down his underpants on IFL, or I get 1,000 views, it don't matter to me. It's an opinion. I've never known anybody get so upset about an opinion, because the people in the boxing industry that ring me, they're giving me the thumbs up. Well, worst thing you can do is give me a thumbs up, because it just makes me try even harder. So, just be real people, that's all.
But now you may have up to this point thought I've been embellishing, exaggerating, or even outright lying to make myself look cool and have a more interesting video than I really do. To that I say, you are correct.
You should be embarrassed.
However, it would be at this point that the true birth of Porky, as we know today, arose. It would be this point. The cocoon that was Porky would become a butterfly. Now he had no shackles, no leash, to suppress the wrath of the Porky Express and the passengers aboard.
Porky's Corner.
Porky's Corner.
Porky's Corner.
Porky's Corner. He does really, really good content.
But I'm saying it's quite simple. If you badly want to fight somebody, you just go and fight them.
Your man Porky, he turns up.
Who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me? Trolls? Nah. We say the things on here nobody dares say. We don't listen to rubbish. I won't have it in my company. So we tell it straight on this channel, and we're always going to tell it straight. No's changed on that, but we don't see the same energy, do we?
Can I just say I've been tremendous PR for you. Never been so far up your...
Boxing's on a knife edge, in my opinion, at the moment. There's a lot of people that arse lick. That's my problem with the sport of boxing. None of these lickers can do what I do. Everybody wants to be everybody's pal, don't they? That don't work in this sport. Get it while you can. They'll not last the pace.
You've got a dirty arse.
I was blackballed for a long time. I can see you think I'm a bit of a gobshite. Maybe I am.
Give yourself a mark out of 10.
7.5.
7.5. But the tide's turning now, innit? It's nice to have access. It didn't used to be like that, as you all know. It's not nice to struggle, but when you do get there, it's twice as sweet, innit?
It's a cold, nuclear winter out there in the boxing journalism sphere, centered around guys like this, whose entire scheme is to simply pander to promoters, juicing their rods and serving up the most inane verbal herpes to fans imaginable, securing the bag and free gratis in the process. At no point asking pressing questions fans actually want to know. That's the real issue.
You learn Chinese? I spoke very good Chinese.
God, shut up. Ah, yes, that's more like it. Can you imagine in an alternate universe where journalists actually did their job?
Hang on a minute, because you keep fucking butting in. You've been doing it a year now.
A place where boxers had better self-esteem and got a bath.
I can't read and write, I'm thick as fuck.
Must be a fun place to be. That's the way things are supposed to be. If anything made any sense in this world. Instead, we have fanboys going to McDonald's with Eddie Hearn.
No bacon in there?
Hall of Famers going AWOL.
I dreamt of being a woman.
Sadly, this is the branch of the multiverse we're forced to live in, guys.
Watch out for Ebony Bridges, because she is potentially a Muhammad Ali for women's boxing. Why? Because she is a complete free spirit, like Muhammad Ali was. She can change the way society sees women boxers. The lingerie at weigh-ins, the posing, the total ownership of what her body is.
Who's the reporter with the glasses and the long hair?
Gareth A. Davis.
Gareth Davis.
I'm an old hack.
This is not about looking cool. This is not about, oh, I'm cool, I wear this. You know, you're a journalist, do your job.
Do you shower in your dressing room? Do you have a shower on the day of a fight or not?
I'm an old hack.
Would you care? Good luck tonight, bud. Massive tattoos on your legs, yeah? Tell us about the tattoos. All right, there they are. Oh, there we go. Wow.
I'm going to show you this, if you don't mind.
I'm an old hack.
Okay, I'm sure no one will mind.
I drink for being a woman.
We talk about not wanting vanilla fighters. We don't want fucking vanilla comedy teams either.
Johnny Nelson talks so much shit, it's unbelievable. I love Johnny, but my God, he waffles some bollocks.
Company me.
Johnny Nelson does what Johnny Nelson does. He just backs the Sky Sports guy because they're paying his wages, and that's what he does.
Tony Bellew's boxing ability is underrated. Technically, he's actually better than Usyk.
Conor Benn?
Turbo crush.
Conor Benn done? He's failed that drugs test. We're not seeing him do anything. He's fought nobody. He's not developed.
He's never won or challenged for a legitimate title. Area, English, British, European, world.
You've circumnavigated every real mandated domestic European test to get to the very top. Oh, crush me.
They don't ask the one question you want them to ask.
Why have you failed 2 drugs tests? How did clomiphene get in your system?
Consumption of eggs.
Now you see, with Carl, he's become the voice of the hardcores. This is what people really want to see.
That's what we're doing on Froch on Fighting. We disagree with people. We challenge people.
He started to leverage a lot of what Porky Russ was saying in his videos. He doubled down on being one of the voices of the hardcores.
I'm the only one who will tell the truth and who addresses it. Anybody else who's asked questions, they're just shit scared of losing their media accreditation.
And he really stuck it to everyone.
The atmosphere in Saudi Arabia is not up for debate. It's bad for the sport.
He is the one.
I was very impressed. I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. Really enjoyed my night. The production, the arena,
the atmosphere.
I can honestly look down the camera and tell you that the atmosphere on the night, I've really enjoyed it.
Every single time I've been there has been really poor. Somebody's falling asleep at ringside. Other people are on the phone.
Really enjoyed it.
You ask the likes of the Gad what the atmosphere is like, and they'll say, oh yeah, it's all right, it's fine, I love it out here. Of course you do. You're on the payroll. But I'm not on the payroll, so I'm not worried. I can just be honest.
The atmosphere on the night, I've really enjoyed it.
They feel obliged to be complimentary about the atmosphere because they're on the payroll.
The power of the dark side.
What's your favourite tattoo on your body?
Who gives a fuck?
Tell us about the tattoos.
Stand your ground, Mr. Froch.
I do stand my ground, but you're not allowed to say it.
Hold on. You say you're not allowed to say it?
Because of parameters, restrictions, and certain things you can't touch on, or agendas, political ones that they want you to go along with.
I think Carl's changed his shouldn't over the past few months. Froch on Fighting was explosive, you were on the receiving end, and it's all gone a bit nicey now.
It was a bit of a fluffy piece, and although you're asking me to sort of stand up and call this out, I was unable to ask about the failed drugs test. If I would have asked, the interview wouldn't have got shown. I can look in the mirror and like the guy that stares back at me.
Well, that brings us to the climax, I suppose. But what have we learnt? At the core, Porky's Corner tells the story of a man with a passion for the sport.
Keep it real.
Drawing the ire and pushback of boxing's most influential figures, yet standing firm.
Look at the fucking state of that.
A channel that won over a loyal following of like-minded purists, nauseated by sanitized mainstream commentary. An oddity in the landscape of boxing that didn't kowtow to promoters, boxers, trainers, and the media establishment in order to get ahead. We've had some defining moments along the way, unforgettable rants,
For fuck's sake, man!
intense beefs,
Turn up, John!
and deep dives into topics others wouldn't dare touch.
We saved 400 people's lives! On an airplane.
Today, Porky's Corner continues to fulfill what was written in the prophecy. In a sport where narratives are carefully controlled and journalism has been reduced to company men, Porky's Corner is a reminder as to why having integrity in the ecosystem of sports journalism is essential to upholding and improving the sport as a whole.
Be humble.
A renegade to the Matchroom Legion, rebel to the Queensberry Emperor, and servant to the hardcores of pugilism. We salute you. A great man once said, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." Pop, pop, bang.
He was a soldier of
boxing.
Honor him.
It's only banter. It's only banter. When it ain't banter, because you're a little cock.
Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.